Yo, what's up? Welcome to Black TV, where we give reviews and hip hop news. And this is the second episode of HipHopcrasy, where we just sit here and basically talk about what goes on in the entertainment business as far as hip hop, the hip hop industry. I'm Black, from Black TV, off of YouTube, whatever. So make sure you hit that like button on this page, wherever you watching. We're going live right now from Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So make sure you hit that like button for the channel and hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. And I have my co-host with me once again this week. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Bob.
What's up, world? It's Bobby Vizu from Bobby Vizu Productions on YouTube, any platform. So holla at me.
Yeah. Where can they find you, man?
You can find me on Twitter. I'm setting up my Twitch now, YouTube, Instagram, any social media site. So get at me, man.
Yeah, get out right now. If you won't need any instrumentals or anything like that, get at my boy Bobby Vizu. So today, of course, we're going to be talking about all the topics that went on this week in the hip hop industry. But at the end of each show, I will be reviewing your music. So if you have any tracks that you want played on my show, look in the description below and give a link. Now, I'm going to let you know, you're only going to be able to submit one track. So whatever track you put in my Facebook inbox, that's the track we're gonna review. Me and Bobby, we're gonna sit here and critique your music live on my show. And feel free to comment any rebuttals you have on any topic or anybody's music. Tell me what you think about it. Put it in the comments. Let me know what you think about whatever we talking about, and I'm gonna read it live on the air. So, Bobby, you have anything to go ahead and bring to the show before we get started?
Oh yeah, on that music. I want to hear it. I want to hear your music. I love hearing new artists, and I mean, it's not no. How can I explain it? It's not something we gonna lie to you. It's all constructive criticism. That's all it is. I mean, it's no hateful, no ill will intentions. We just want to hear your music, and we're gonna definitely critique it. So right.
Right. So it is like, as long as it's like SoundCloud, YouTube, or anything like that, I will play it. But it's only one submission per inbox. Like, you either go to my Facebook page, Black TV, put it in the inbox, DM me, and tell me who you are and the track, and we're gonna critique it. And that's what's up. So, Bob, you ready to get into the show?
Let's get it, man. Let's get it.
All right. So, first topic. Wednesday was Young Dolph's birthday, like the late great Young Dolph, rest in peace, Young Dolph, and his birthday was Wednesday. But earlier in the week, this guy was paid by his family to make a memorial at the spot where he shot the 100 Shots music video, and somebody came in and messed it all up, and the artist had something to say about that happening. Take a look.
When you the coldest in the city, what you do, man? Man, I got commissioned to do a Young Dolph mural about his family out of Chicago and the Item A Foundation. They commissioned me, they called me, they contacted me, and have been talking to me for the last 3 months about this project, about making a mural of him in South Memphis where he shot his famous 100 Shots video. They commissioned me to do it. And I just got people that's negative, man, hating on me and what I got going, who want to stop my motion in the city. And I know exactly who did this too. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, you ain't going to stop me. You ain't going to stop my motion. You ain't going to stop nothing I got going on, man. I do everything out of my heart for the kindness of, out of my heart for the city of Memphis, man. I try to make my city look good, but you got a certain group of folks, man, who just hate my goods. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't going to stop nothing. You ain't going to stop my shine, bro. You ain't gonna stop none at all, man. I worked too hard and came too far to let somebody.
Yeah, so apparently somebody came in. They had video footage of them throwing some kind of paint or water or something over Young Dolph's face, and like I don't necessarily think it was people that hated Young Dolph. I think it was basically some people that had some hate, like he said in the video, that hated him. And you know, it's kind of messed up that people would do this off of people that just hating. So Bobby, what is your take on this? Do you think it's actually somebody that really dislike Young Dolph, or was it just the guys that were hating on the artists?
I think it's messed up if you do something like that to start with, but I mean, I think it might be a little bit of both. I mean, I'm not really sure because it is still fresh that Dolph is gone and people don't want to see, you know what I'm saying, see a mirror of him in the city if he had something going on in the city, but I don't really know. But I think more on the lines is more the mirror guy, but I mean, it's messed up either way it go. I mean, us as people, we gotta do better, man. I'm just gonna be honest about it. That's kind of messed up.
But yeah, it's very messed up, man. Especially for them doing something like this right here. Like it's messed up. Beth says nah, because if they like Dolph, they would have done it. Period. Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's kind of messed up that you know. It comes down to it to where people does this kind of stuff though, man. But
yeah, if they didn't like Dolph, I mean, nobody would have let that go down. I mean, nobody, if they like Dolph, I mean, ain't nobody coming to that neighborhood and doing that to that mirror, period. It's like kind of like the old block King Von mirror. Nobody will come to that mirror and do something like that. So I'm more on the lines of it had to be the guy that was doing the Muriel, but still, man, you don't disrespect the dead like that, man. Come on, we got to stop that, man. I'm just being honest about it.
Exactly, and I did a reaction to Gucci Mane's brand new music video, dissing the dead, and basically Gucci Mane is saying like he think he made it popular dissing the dead with the whole verses with him and Young Jeezy saying F Pookie Low. And he basically coming out saying y'all need to quit dissing the dead. It's very disrespectful and all of that. So if you want to check out that reaction, it's on my YouTube channel. Go ahead and check it out. But yeah, man, like I just think like people that diss like Tekashi 6ix9ine dissing Young Von, King Von, and all the people dissing Young Dolph, Black Youngster dissing Young Dolph, like no, like let them people rest and let them go ahead and rest in peace. But the most important question is, what is your thoughts on the people that vandalize Young Dolph's mural? Do you like it? I mean, of course you don't like. I hope you don't like it. Put it in the comments below. Let me know and hit that like button. All right. Next subject. Earlier this week, it was real big in the hip hop news that J.D. Youngin was gunned down by some individuals, but he actually did not get killed until he got to the hospital. The ambulance rushed him to the hospital. The ops found out he was still living. They came to the hospital and finished the job. If that ain't cold-blooded, I don't know what to tell you. That is very cold-blooded. But here is what the news had to say about the Jada Youngin situation.
Say a family member was also shot and survived. Mike McDaniel has spoken with investigators in the case, and he's joining us live now with more details on it all. Mike?
Hey there, Katie. Javaria Scott, a rapper who goes by the stage name J.D. Youngin, was just 24 years old. In his very short music career, he was really able to make a name for himself, not just in his hometown here in Bogalusa, but also the music industry. He died last night after police say he was shot multiple times. He and another man, who family members say was his father, Kenyatta Scott Sr., were shot outside of a home on Superior Avenue. Now, Kenyatta was shot twice and injured. He's expected to be okay. He was taken to the hospital in stable condition. Now, when police were there, they also got a call of a second shooting a few minutes away near Ott and Marshall Richardson Roads. That's where they found a car shot up, but thankfully no one was hurt. And then fast forward, later in the night, a third shooting a few blocks away from Our Lady of the Angels Hospital where a home was shot up. Police Chief Kendall Bullen believes all three shootings are connected and part of a bigger issue of violence.
There seems to be two sides when rappers, they seem to battle with each other or whatever, and you have the side that's followers of J.D. Young and the sides that are against them. And it appears a lot of times some of our shootings and things in the young age community are people that are on opposite sides of the rappers they follow and support.
Now, suspects have been identified in the second and third shootings. Warrants have been issued for them. Meanwhile, police are still trying to figure out a suspect in the first shooting that killed Javarius Scott. Now, he does have a criminal past, even serving time in prison for a gun charge. He's even been arrested by Bogalusa police before and been connected to crimes involving gang activity. Reporting live in Bogalusa, Mike McDaniel, Eyewitness News.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's kind of sad that, you know, a lot of rappers have passed away in the past couple of years. You got Young Dolph, J.D. Youngin now, King Von, just numerous of artists, and you know, like a couple of artists passing away just off of you using drugs. Like Juice WRLD passed away just because he was just trying to hide some pills, bro, and it's ridiculous. But like, you know, artists is really gonna have to learn to stay out of their neighborhoods, because that's basically the main thing that goes on now. Is like they go back to their neighborhoods, and of course you're going to have people that really dislike you, and they're going to take what you got, take your life and everything. But Bobby, you seen this news report right here about what happened to J.D. Youngin, and it's kind of crazy that people that's young are brave enough to do this. What's your thoughts on it?
Man, first of all, when you get to that status and you get that kind of money, don't let nobody know that you in your neighborhood. I seen the video to where he was in the neighborhood in a bright blue Corvette, just like Dolph.
No, that's a Lamb. Oh, well, was it a Corvette or was it a Lamb?
I think it was a Corvette, but still, Lamb, Corvette, either or. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense to go back to the neighborhood. And from what I'm saying from the pictures of the neighborhood, these are have-nots. So basically, you going back to the neighborhood. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with giving people motivation in your neighborhood, but if you know it's hate in your neighborhood, stay out of your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? From far as I heard, he had no ops in his neighborhood, but jealousy is a motherfucker, man. Jealousy changes everything, man. You know what I'm saying? So stay out of your neighborhood. And for them to be brazen enough to go to the hospital and shoot the hospital up afterwards, man, you gotta, man, they have no concept of remorse for life whatsoever. So if they don't care enough to go to the hospital and shoot the hospital up, what do you think you need to be in that neighborhood for? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Man, that's what we grind to make it out for. Get your mama out the neighborhood. I heard somebody say, move the neighborhood to where you stay. Get out. Get out. Mm-hmm. Or else we gonna keep reporting on things like this happening, man. But I mean, you got it like that and you got good money. Get out of your neighborhood and bring your family with you, man. Period.
Right, exactly. Like, it's kind of crazy because like Young Dolph, he was at Makita's Cookies, and that's like right off in his neighborhood. Yeah, and King Von, I mean, you know, King Von wasn't murdered in his own city. He was murdered right outside of a club, but it was all revolving around the whole NBA YoungBoy crew and his OTF crew. I mean, it's just crazy, man. But what is your thoughts on Jay the Youngin getting murdered. Do you actually know who Jay the Youngin is? What rapper would you bring back to life that passed away? Leave it in the comment section below and let me know and hit that like button. Yeah. So, next topic. Celebs in this mega million lottery. Of course, a lot of celebs have went in trying to buy the lottery tickets, spending thousands and thousands of dollars, and it came out to be where they none of them won nothing. It was a guy in Illinois that won 1.28 billion dollars. Now, all these celebrities, like in my opinion, go ahead and buy the ticket. You can play. You're American. Go ahead and play it, but don't go on social media and flaunt it like you just know you're gonna win the money. You already got the money. For example, let's go ahead and see the people that actually won. You got P from QC buying all these lottery tickets, saying why not? I mean, bruh, like you didn't win, man. Then you got him saying, how the hell y'all mad at someone for trying to hit the mega million for $1 billion? If y'all don't get the F on with that ish, ain't nobody trying to be working every day like this. You're not working, bruh. You're rich. You're a CEO of one of the most notorious labels that's out right now. QC, what are you talking about, bro? Then you got DJ Khaled sitting here flaunting on Instagram with all his money, man.
I hope you play because I play. It's $1 billion. I'm at least try. Mega millions. You see what's going on? I ain't playing with this. I hope you play because I did. They ain't believe in us. God did. You see Silver Rome in the building. Hey. You see the team.
God didn't.
We
God didn't. Let me play that again.
I hope you play because I play. It's $1 billion. I'm at least try. Mega millions. You see what's going on? I ain't playing with this. I hope you play because I did. They ain't believe in us. God did. You see Silver Rome in the building. Hey. You see the team. We getting ready to be billionaires, man.
Yeah, so like ain't none of y'all win, bro. Like a average guy in Illinois, which we don't even know, and I hope you don't reveal who he is, actually won the $1 billion. Bobby, what do you think about all of this nonsense?
Okay. So I posed the question. If you trying to play, you already self-proclaimed millionaires, right? Are you really millionaires? That's the question that I'm asking. Because how, and then you say, well, there ain't nobody trying to work and get blah, blah, blah. If I can get this money, I'm going to get this money. Do you have as much money as you say you have? That's all I'm saying. Or is it just you that greedy that you have to have all the money in the world? That's the question that I'm asking. I mean,
I think it's greed, bro.
That's a strong possibility. But we've heard stories about these self-proclaimed millionaires and these self-proclaimed label owners not having as much money as they say they have. So that's the question that I'm asking. Are they really that rich as they say they are, or are they really just like us and trying to make ends meet because they living outside their means? That's the next question. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think if they really have money like this, that's nothing but greed. I mean, you can't have it all. Come on, man. You can't have it all. And I bet you feel dumb as hell right now that it's a guy probably just like us in Illinois right now probably shitting on y'all right now, and they make more money. He got more money than they have. So
yeah,
I
because you gotta
mean,
keep in mind. You gotta keep in mind, as far as me knowing in the hip hop industry, there's only like 3 or 4 billionaires. Like got Jay-Z, you got or Dre,
well,
Oprah, Tyler Perry. I
once Uncle
mean,
Sam get his money, he's not gonna be a millionaire anymore. I mean, a billionaire anymore anyway. But still, I don't think them at those record labels have as much money as when they break it down and the taxes come out of it. I don't think they 500 millionaires. You know what I'm saying? $500 million in. So apparently that's why they trying to win it. It's kind of hard to say. Like I said, if it goes into them just trying to get it off the strength of it's $1 billion and you have that kind of money, you just being greedy. But
right.
I think they don't have the money that they say they have. That's me personally.
Well, of course they don't, man. Of course, of course they don't. Like that's rappers they don't even put their money in the bank. They put it on Instagram, flaunting it around
Mm-hmm.
like
Yep.
it's nothing. Like,
why else would you do it? Why else would you try to get free money if you didn't have as much money as you say you had to start with? That's
right,
all I'm saying.
right.
Because me and you, we good with living comfortable. Me and you we could get $1 million and probably disappear and never have to work again. You know what I'm saying? These guys, they living in big mansions. They got $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 cars. I mean, what else purpose do they have to try to win other money? That's retarded. But I mean, that's the American way, though.
Right, it's the American way. It's the American way. But the most important question is, what would you do if you actually won $1 billion? Like, what would you actually do? What was the first thing you would buy? And do you think it's okay for rappers and celebs to actually flaunt that they bought the tickets and put it on Instagram? Like, I don't mind them buying it, but it's kind of like throwing it into people's faces. Leave that in the comment section below and hit that like button, and don't forget to hit subscribe. And also, while you watching this live, like the video wherever you watching it at, either on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hit that like button and show my algorithm pretty much love, if you do not mind that. So, next topic, Will Smith. Yes, that's right, Will Smith. Now, my whole take is Will Smith been quiet for a minute, been not really commenting on the whole Oscar ordeal, but he went on his social media, on YouTube, and put out an apology video. Now, if you haven't watched the video, you're in luck. Me and Bobby are going to sit here and watch the whole video and do a breakdown of the Will Smith apology. So let's go ahead and check it out. Mm-hmm. Well, let me go ahead and read it. It says, it's been a minute. Over the last few months, I've been doing a lot of thinking and personal work. You asked a lot of fair questions that I wanted to take time to answer. So here we go. And go ahead and comment on your thoughts on the videos and whatever we're talking about on the live stream.
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech? I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did, and you know, that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and you know, I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. So I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. You know, we had a great relationship.
Yeah,
you know,
Tony Rock went in on him.
was my man. This is probably irreparable. I spent the last 3 months replaying and understanding the nuances and the complexities of what happened in that moment. And I'm not going to try to unpack all of that right now, but I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment. There's no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way to handle a feeling of disrespect or insults.
Okay. So I don't know. To me personally, I think it's half and half. That answer to that question was very sincere. Bobby, what's your thoughts on it? And this is Bobby's first time watching it. So what is your thoughts on just that right there?
I mean, why so late to apologize? I mean, if you really felt that way, you'd have done it that night, you know. But I think if a man slapped me on national TV, we moving furniture, we turn the arena down, we gonna get some kind of understanding that night. But the way I see it, if you slap me that night, don't come back 3 to 4 months later and apologize to me on your YouTube channel and monetize off. You gonna have to apologize to me there, or we gonna have to fight. There's no way around it. We moving furniture. You couldn't have left that arena that night without me doing something. Come on, Brandon. That's like me coming to you. That's like me coming to you and just on national TV, millions of people are watching, slapping the fire to you. Are we moving furniture?
We're gonna be moving more than furniture.
We turning the arena upside down. We gonna make this a spectacle. You cannot come to me and slap me. That's why I say kudos to Chris Rock. Chris Rock, man, I think he is Gandhi walking the face of the earth. Bro. I'm telling you, he couldn't have slapped me. I don't care if I was talking about your kids and you come up and slap me. Just know, as a reaction to every action. You slap me, you got your feelings hurt. You didn't like what I was talking about. You slap me. We rearrange the furniture. There's no way around it. And then we can both apologize later. But until then, we get some kind of understanding. You not walking up on stage slapping me. No. And I just don't. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about him doing it, not talking about it for 3 to 4 months, and then coming back on a YouTube video that's, I'm not sure if it's monetized or not, but I mean, it's just the spectacle of making the YouTube and having subtitles and all this stuff. How do you feel about it?
Oh man, the exact same sentiment you said, man. Like,
I think it's coming from a place. I think it's coming from a PC place. I think it's politically correct. I mean, I think he got so much backlash from it.
Yeah,
that he felt like he had to say something. But
yeah,
he didn't speak on it there. Come on, man. He went to the club after and took pictures with his wife
Yes, he
and
did.
made a caption on Instagram and said, "That's how we do it in Philly." Man, I'm not taking your apology right now. I'm not. No. And when I see you,
That's how we do it in Philly.
no. When I see you off the strength of that, Brandon. When I see you off the strength of that, we gotta fight again. We gotta get it again. I'm sorry. No, because I know this is not coming from a place to where he's genuinely sorry. I mean, he got so much backlash. You feel like, well, hell, I ain't gonna never get another movie role. Well, hell, I'm getting canceled from the Oscars and this and this and that. I gotta do something. So, no, when you see me, you gotta put them hands up and you gotta square up, Playboy. Sorry, ain't no way around it. You know what I mean?
Man, let's continue with the with the video.
After Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something? No. It's like, you know, I made a choice on my own from my own experiences, from my history with Chris. Jada had nothing to do with it. I'm sorry, babe.
Pause it right there. Pause it right there. That's a damn lie. That is a damn lie. He was laughing before.
Yeah.
He was laughing at the joke.
Yeah.
And he looked over at her and she rolled her eyes. And he proceeded to get out of his chair and do a WWE SmackDown slap on the neck. I mean, ain't no way around it. You not finna tell me from what I saw, because it was the funniest thing in the world to me. I analyzed the video like I was an NBA analyst. I'm telling you, she looked at him. She looked at Chris Rock, rolled eyes, and she looked at him like, and everybody know this look when a woman looking at you. Nigga, you gonna do anything about this?
Right. Right.
I'm telling you, I know. I'm telling you. You're not gonna tell me that lie. No.
Yeah, I mean, I seen it too.
Man, he full of it. You can go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry to my kids and my family for the heat that I brought on all of us. To all my fellow nominees, you know, this is a community. It's like I won because you voted for me, and it really breaks my heart to have stolen and tarnished your moment. I can still see Questlove's eyes. You know, it happened on Questlove's award, and you know, it's like I'm sorry really isn't sufficient. What would you say to the people who looked up to you before the slap, or people who expressed that you let them down? So there's two things. One, disappointing people is my central trauma. I hate when I let people down. So it hurts. It hurts me psychologically and emotionally to know I didn't live up to people's image and impression of me. And the work I'm trying to do is I am deeply remorseful, and I'm trying to be remorseful without being ashamed of myself, right? I'm human.
Okay,
and
Brandon, pause it right there.
All right.
He just gave it away. That is the reason. Because he said his biggest psychological thing is disappointing people. So when he made the joke, she looked at him, she looked at Chris Rock, rolled her eyes, and she looked at him and said, gave him the look like, okay, what are you gonna do about this?
Right, exactly.
So he was triggered by that. I can't let her down, so I'm gonna go slap the hell out of this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you just gave it away. I mean, you can't say in one breath and say, oh, it had nothing to do with Jada. She didn't tell me. But then 5 minutes later, you say, well, I don't want to let people down and this and this and this and that, blah, 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 blah. I mean, what other reasoning would you have in going slapping him if it was all jokes and he was joking on everybody that night? He was joking on everybody that night. So you go up there and slap the hell out of him off the strength of, you got offended for who? That's all I'm saying. He wasn't joking on you. He was joking on her. So you pretty much gave the reason why you went up there and slapped the hell out of him.
Right.
So.
Yeah, man, like, I don't know.
I made a mistake, and I'm trying not to think of myself as a piece of shit. So I would say to those people, I know it was confusing. I know it was shocking. But I promise you, I am deeply devoted and committed to putting light and love and joy into the world. And, you know, if you hang on, I promise we'll be able to be friends again.
So I'm gonna say this right here. Like, I don't know. Like, me personally, it's too late. This situation is etched in history. Like, this is more iconic than the Jordan sad face. Like,
yes, it is.
This is embarrassing on so much levels to where this is not going away. And I really think that he came into realization to where he has to do this. I mean, I totally believe that he actually did reach out to Chris Rock, but this situation right here is erasable. And my advice to Will, as far as in the industry sentiments, is like, for example, I guarantee you forgot about this, Bobby, but I'm gonna bring it back to light because a lot of people forgot about it.
Okay.
The Plies situation where he got suplexed off the stage.
Oh yeah, the Color Money, yeah.
Right, Color Money situation. When that happened, social media was uproar. They was talking about it that whole week. Plies never talked about that situation, and it died down. That was a very embarrassing moment for Plies, but Plies was strategic. He was quiet about it, and it silently left away because you're not gonna beat the internet. So just by me bringing that up, you totally forgot about that, didn't you?
Yeah, I forgot all about it.
So I think Will, even though as big as this situation is, Will needs to at least just be quiet about it. You did your apology. He was quiet about it. And just do your work. Like, if you got movies, just do your movies. If anybody mention it in their interview, just say it one sentence and move to the next question. This right here is bringing it more to the light. This happened last year, Bobby.
Yeah.
It seemed like it happened yesterday.
Yeah.
And this is crazy. Like, he keep doing stuff like this right here. You know, I don't know. What's your thoughts on it?
I'd have respected it a little bit more if he came out and said what it was. That's me. I don't think you're a piece of shit. I don't think you're a horrible human being.
I don't either.
I don't like the fact that you tap dancing around what the real reason was about. That's me. I would have respected you a little bit more if you'd have said, hey man, you've been seeing me on the red table. You've been seeing my wife talking about sleeping with August Alsina, blah, 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 blah. It was too much for me. At the time, that's the only way I felt like I could defend her honor. Be real about it. Don't give me this PC correct now so they didn't come back months later and apologize. I'd have respected it more if you'd have dropped the video and said, hey, I was defending my wife's honor, whether she wanted me to or not.
Right.
That's what I was doing. Because from a man standpoint, I mean, you'd have understood it. I'd have understood it more because, hey, I mean, we all going to defend our significant other honor if it come down to it, but don't give me this bullshit about, it wasn't because of her, It was because it is. Don't give me that bullshit, man.
Right.
Nah, Will, come on, do better, man. Do better, man.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, I totally agree. He just need to go ahead and come out with it, and just say what it is. Just say what it is, man, or just be quiet about it. But the most important question is, what is your thoughts on Will Smith apology? Do you think it was sincere? Do you think he should have apology? Would you have went up there and slapped Chris Rock yourself? Leave it in the comment section below and let me know, and hit that like button. Yeah. So next topic we're going to be talking about is this Tyga apology. Everybody want to apologize this week for some reason. If you don't know, Tyga had put out a song called I Caramba, where he is portraying a Mexican guy and doing a lot of Mexican stuff in the music video. And obviously, the Mexican community had something to say about it. They didn't like it. It was just on this. Mexicans had a podcast expressing their sentiments on Tyga, and a bunch of Hispanics feels the same way. And Tyga went to Power 106, the LA Leakers, and sat there and said his apology.
So I can't say like what Mexicans are offended by and not, you know what I'm saying? But I know like I had no intentions on offending anybody. Like, you know what I mean? Right. So for one, like I want to apologize to like the Mexican community and like my fans that are Mexican. Like I have a lot of Latin fans. I definitely didn't have any intentions to like offend anybody. That's why I want people to know. And if people are offended, I really apologize. That's why I really wanted to sit with you, because I'm like, it's important to me, especially like my Mexican fan base. Like I do a show, 50% of the crowd in California or on the West Coast is Mexican, and those are my fans. So if anything, I'm hurt that if they're hurt, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like. I see why he did that, exactly for that. And it's cool and all, that's cool. But when black people are getting made fun of and everything, it's kind of shrugged off. Like, I totally understand that the Hispanic community has something to say about this. But Hispanics, like DJ Khaled, Arabs, everybody just throw around the N-word. And this video right here is exactly what kind of offends me in my culture. Check it out.
You're just a ghetto coon, brother. That's what he's got. He's the big black guy. He's got the big black guy syndrome, homeboy. So all I know is I got my platform, carnal. You's a fool, you's a chump, and you's a ghetto coon. With that, I'm out. When you guys were slaves, you guys would run to Latin countries, brother. But really?
Oh, hell no.
You're just a ghetto coon, brother. You're just a ghetto coon. A lot of the ghetto coons do that. They talk a good one. I mean, fuck them niggers. He's what he's got. He's the big.
Yeah, so, I mean, you mean to tell me y'all wanted an apology from Tyga for making a video where he really wasn't even downplaying the Hispanic community? But this video actually came out and No Jumper posted it. The same guy, this is the same guy with their podcast that made light of this. And like, I'm not saying the Hispanic community is the only community that don't take heed into black economics, but like DJ Khaled says it. A bunch of ethnicities say it. So I just think it's the pot calling the kettle black. But Bobby, you seen what's going on and you heard the videos and all of that. What is your take on all of this?
The way I see it, Tyga, I'm here. I'm a representative of the black delegation. Until Tekashi 6ix9ine apologized for saying nigga every word, take your apology back. You can't play on our stereotyping to be like, oh, well, we didn't mean nothing by it. Oh, we didn't mean nothing by it. I'll take it back. But the minute you make a video, not even really playing on stereotypes, but you going on what you see of the people. I know, only thing I can say is, you know, Tyga might have been a little bit wrong by not understanding a culture or trying to get to understand a culture. But why should he when they play on our stereotypes that they made for us all the time? And then Tekashi 6ix9ine has been made a career on saying nigga forever. So why should he apologize when Tekashi 6ix9ine hadn't apologized? When that goofy that was in the video hadn't apologized? So no, I don't think he should apologize. Sorry. But he knew it was coming in this today's area with everybody want to counsel everybody, but he knew it would come. So a lot of times you got to kind of play it caution on that too. So I mean, you might have been trying to pay homage. I don't know. I hadn't seen the video. So, but let's say he's paying homage. You can't pay homage without people getting offended anymore. So I could easily say I'm offended by every song, every interview that Tekashi 6ix9ine has dropped. So do he owe us an apology? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. Just like, cause this been going on for a long time in the hip hop community, where it like, besides white, well, even Caucasian people being taken advantage as far as like using the hip hop thing as a stepping stone to elevate what they have going on. And
but see, we give them that pass. We give them that pass in the neighborhood by saying, "Oh, you're a cool white dude. You can say nigga. You can do this. You can do that." No, if we stop
like Fat Joe
all around the board.
Fat Joe isn't black. He's Hispanic.
Exactly, and he made a career on saying nigga. He's made a career on playing directly off hip hop culture and our stereotypes. So don't come and persecute a black man when he started doing it, because you got everybody. Eminem has built a career on it.
Eminem haven't said the N word, but he used hip hop as far as. But Eminem is at the career. Eminem hasn't really been looked at as the white rapper. Like, he actually earned his respect as being one of the top MCs in rap. But
I understand that sentiment, but also he did drop a video of talking about black women or this and this and this and this and that. So I mean, it's that comfortability thing. If you make them feel comfortable by saying that they can do certain shit, but when it come around to where we comfortable with other cultures, we can't say it, or we can't do it because you offend somebody. Cancel that shit all around the board. You know what I'm saying? You can't directly play on our culture, and we can't directly play on your culture, but we gonna have to come to an understanding about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. So, like, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But
people get offended too easily by things. I mean, it's just let it flow. I mean, we all gotta live on this earth together. So I mean,
right.
And we play what we around. So I mean, if he around Spanish people, let him play to what he thinks Spanish things are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like with black people, same thing. But I mean, if it's not in malice and not in no ill intentions, man, what's wrong with people? You know what I'm saying? Doing things like that, man. Yeah, like I said, you can't. Long as there's no ill will behind it. That's my thing. If I know it's ill will, yes, counsel them. I don't think it's such thing as counsel culture, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. But I mean,
that's a whole different conversation right there.
Yeah, you can't get offended by everything everybody does, because nobody is going into this shit with ill will. Come on, man, this Tyga, man, that man has had a clean career other than little hiccups here and there. So you know he's not going into that video with ill intentions or ill will towards a whole community. Come on, man.
Right, exactly.
They're just looking for something to counsel somebody about, man. Just be real about it.
Yeah, and to go into deeper detail, I actually think it was just clout that podcast that guy that you seen on the video was just trying to They're trying to get clout. I think that's that's the deeper thing about it. I think it's all about clout. Like
exactly.
like, he just trying to get clout, and they got it. They actually got it. But I think that when that video goes a little bit more viral, it's going to backlash on what they got going on.
The deeper thing into this whole situation is, would any of these people feel comfortable with doing this shit when other people around? Like, would he have felt comfortable if it was the black man sitting in the room to say all of that shit that he said? And if you can't play it off of you feeling comfortable to say it around the people that you, because I don't think Tyga would be scared to do what he did in the video around Hispanic people. Because I don't think it was that offensive. I mean, if I seen the video and
no, it's really not, man. It's really not, because you know, it's really not, man, because like all he doing is like dressing up like a Mexican and portraying like he's Mexican in the music video. He's not really, to me, I didn't do no reaction to it, but to me, he wasn't really. I didn't take it as an insult.
But is that what I'm saying? We have to figure out. That's why I say we have as like a people, not just Hispanic, not just black, not just white. We have to sit around and understand each other's culture to see what's offensive and what's not. You know what I'm saying? That's basically all it is. But we so divided, and we don't sit down and we don't talk to understand what's triggering for this culture, what's triggering for our culture. Because me personally, every time a person that's not of color say nigga, is triggering to me. I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I can't, in the same breath, when it's 20 other niggas saying, oh, he the cool Mexican, he can say nigga. I can't argue it. I can't fight it no more. But it's triggering to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we can't pinpoint and break down and such and such or whatever if it's cool in one sentence and it's not cool in the next. You gotta let it go on both ends if you're gonna let it go. Or if not, we gotta sit down and have a conversation about it.
Right. But the most important question is, what is your thoughts on this topic about Tyga apologizing? Are you triggered about any other people that says the N-word besides white people? Leave it in the comment section below. Hit that like button and holla at me. All right, so next topic is Mase Diddy 2.0. If you haven't known, Fivio Foreign is signed to Diddy. I mean Mase. So he went on, you know, the $1 million game worth of game podcast, and he had something to say about his record deal with Mase. Check this out.
Yeah, read it. He like, he just signed. It's good. So I just signed it.
And was it advance anything? It was just like,
yeah, the advance $5,000.
5,000?
Yeah.
Who? He signed you for 5,000. That's all a nigga gave you.
That's all he gave me. 5,000 was a lot. 5,000 hit when that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit hit.
That's the same thing Nori said.
I thought that shit was gonna last till whenever that shit was gonna last till. That shit ain't last
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Word.
And listen, but how long was the contract? You still had your rights.
I'm still in the contract right now. You know, Mase know the business. You know what I'm saying? He really know the business a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know nothing. I just was signing. He was like, yo, he was like kind of fake trying to explain it to me. Like, yo, you get to keep this. I get 30% of this. So I was like, all right, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? What I'm like, what we gonna do? I'm saying, he like, you know, he a smooth talking nigga. So he like, yo, who you want to do a song with? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, G Herbo. He like, I got you.
Did you ever do the song with G Herbo?
Nah, I never got a song with you. I got a song with G Herbo now.
Yeah, off of your own name.
Yeah,
off of you.
Like, yeah, it just came out like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so he went to the $1 million worth of game podcast to explain his situation with Mase, and Mase responded to actually what Fivio Foreign said. He says Mase appears to have responded to Fivio Foreign after he revealed that he signed to the former Bad Boy Records artist for $5,000. On Saturday, July 30th, Mase born Mason Betha jumped on his Instagram and posted a video of himself with Gilly Kid and Wallow for the $1 million worth of game podcast. Wallow is looking at the camera saying it's 5,000, man, 5,000. Meanwhile, Mase is drinking from his bottled water and waving back and forth before he says Diddy 2.0. So,
go sit down, meet him. I'm saying, I ain't gonna lie, he just pulled out the paper and I just signed the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, immediately.
So was it no lawyer, no shit, no nothing?
Nah. The nigga who brought me to him, he was like, yo, man, just sign that shit. You bugging. I'm like, yeah, read it. He like, he just signed it. It's good. So I just signed it.
And was it advance anything? It was just like,
yeah, the advance $5,000.
5,000? Yeah. Who? He signed you for 5,000. That's all a nigga gave you.
That's all he gave me. 5,000 was a lot. 5,000 hit when that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit hit.
That's the same thing Nori said.
I thought that shit was gonna last till whenever that shit was gonna last till. That shit ain't last
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Word.
And listen, but how long was the contract? You still had your rights.
I'm still in the contract right now. You know, Mase know the business. You know what I'm saying? He really know the business a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know nothing. I just was signing. He was like, yo, he was like kind of fake trying to explain it to me. Like, yo, you get to keep this. I get 30% of this. So I was like, all right, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? What I'm like, what we gonna do? I'm saying, he like, you know, he a smooth talking nigga. So he like, yo, who you want to do a song with? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, G Herbo. He like, I got you.
Did you ever do the song with G Herbo?
Nah, I never got a song with you. I got a song with G Herbo now.
Yeah, off of your own name.
Yeah,
off of you.
Like, yeah, it just came out like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so first of all, I don't know the detail. Like I tell everybody, it's 3 sides to every story: his truth, they truth, and the facts. So, like, I don't know the details of his contract, but I'm gonna watch that podcast when Mase, whatever Gilly and Wallow released that video of Mase telling his side of the story. I'm gonna be talking about it, but even though he said he got signed for 5,000, I don't really know the details of that because he could have his publishing, his all of this, that. Like, I don't know. It depends. But like I said on the episode last week with Gloss Up and Glorilla Best Friend, you really have to be careful about the contracts y'all do with these labels, because if you really want to be invested and get your money, you know, you got to go the independent way. But you also have to know the game too. Like, so Bobby, I know this is your first time actually hearing this news. What is your thoughts and take on Fivio Foreign and the Mase contract?
Context is everything. So, you know what I'm saying? I would have to know the ins and outs of the actual contract. But that's why I always tell artists, go into the industry knowing more than the person that is signing you, so you won't never walk into a situation where you have to take pennies on the dollar, or you have to take pennies on the dollar upfront money. So without knowing the context of the actual contract, me personally, I'm still not taking $5,000 for a contract because I know my worth. I know I can get it out, go out, grind it out, and just work a little bit more harder, and I can make the $5,000 up myself. I'm not contractually obligated to nobody because I can get it out the mud myself. But I mean, I try to go into every situation understanding and knowing the contract or understanding the music industry before I get into it. But I would have never signed $5,000 just because I was hurting. I mean, and you basically deserve everything you're about to get. Because, I mean, that was how many years ago did he give into the contract? How many years ago he signed the deal?
He been signed for maybe about 3 years, something like that.
Man, and then you said, like he said, $5,000. You don't think he's recouped that little bit of money to be out of the contract? And then he said he had to go and get the G Herbo feature himself. So what do I need a label for? $5,000?
Right.
Come on,
exactly.
you know how crazy this sounds? You basically signed your life away, not reading the contract, not understanding what contract stands for $5,000, man.
5,000.
Come on, man. Nah.
Yeah, man. Like once again, like I'm gonna get context of what, but like my whole thing is Mase been complaining about Diddy for years and years and years about how Diddy did him in the contract. So you being a hypocrite right now, but you know, like why is you doing artists like this? But I don't know, man. Like
did Mase say he was Diddy 2.0 or who said Diddy 2.0?
No, Mase, they like Gilly and Wallow put on their Instagram with them finna do a Mase interview, and Mase said he was Diddy 2.0.
That's the biggest hypocrite of all. That's some hypocrite shit, man. Nah, that's fucked up, bro. That is fucked up.
Like you know, Mase been dissing Diddy on songs and complaining about the contract and all this and everything, and now this comes to light. Like I'm really gonna be watching that podcast, that episode in particular.
Maybe we'll get some context in it behind them. I mean, the show as of right now, he's looking like a piece of shit motherfucker. I'm just being honest about it. You can't go for your years. Matter of fact, he went on a world tour complaining about how Diddy did him, and then you coming back and doing the same thing to somebody else. That's the biggest form of hypocrite shit.
Yeah, man. But the most important question is, what is your thoughts on this topic? Do y'all think Mase is a piece of shit? Do you think Fivio Foreign is stupid for signing for $5,000? Leave that in the comment section below. Hit that like button and hit me up. But to go over everything that happened on the show today, Young Dolph Memorial destroyed. That's kind of a sad thing. I don't know why people is still dissing the dead. Like, why are you still dissing the dead? Jada Youngin murdered. Sad thing. A lot of rappers need to be more aware of their surroundings and where they are at, because if you go back to your own neighborhood, you're gonna eventually somebody gonna get you, bro. Then you know, Celebs and the Mega Millions. I didn't play the lottery myself, but I'm glad that it's over with, because these celebrities are wilding out on social media trying to flaunt that they gonna win the lottery, but they didn't. Nobody won the lottery. And this Will Smith apology, I think he should have just kept it the way he had it. He should have just been quiet about it. This is my personal take. I mean, he I don't know if I don't think he actually apologized publicly about it, but you know, I think he should have just, I don't know, like if this is his first time apologizing publicly, this should have been done a long time ago. A Tyga apologizes to the Hispanics. Hypocrites, man. Like, you cannot bunny hop off of hip hop, saying the N-word, all this stuff, when you trying to take down Tyga for just showing Hispanic culture in his music video. And that's as crazy as hell. And the guy that made it viral or whatever is chasing for clout. And Mase versus Fivio Foreign, I think they both stupid. I think they both stupid. But in actuality, if I had to pick somebody that was on top of the contract situation, it's Mase. But Mase been crying about Diddy over a decade. So you're a hypocrite. That's just making your business look terrible. But Bobby, out of all these topics we talked about today, what is your thoughts on these topics? Last final thoughts.
Will Smith cap. Stop. Chris Rock, don't accept the apology. It's coming from a weird place. Young Dolph and the mirror, we gotta do better, man. Stop this dissing the dead. Let that man rest in peace. Right. Jada Youngin is a prime example of, man, the only thing I can see from that situation is jealousy, man. If you don't have to be in your old neighborhood, don't go back to your old neighborhood, because I'm telling you, jealousy is the I think the top 5 killer of everybody. And Mase and Fivio Foreign, I'm like you on that sense. I think both of them stupid. Fivio is stupid for letting himself be in a situation where he have to accept $5,000 and not understand the music business. And then Diddy, Diddy 2.0, might well say. Mase been crying about his record deal for the past 15 to 20 years.
Right.
And then when you get in a position to help somebody, you hurt somebody, hypocrite.
Yeah.
And a Mega Million, man, you a millionaire. Sit your ass down somewhere.
Right.
Let somebody else get some of that money, man. I didn't play it either, so I don't have a hat in the race. But some people do think their lives gonna change by playing the lottery. And if you're a millionaire, sit your ass to the side and let somebody get some of that money, man. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Exactly, man. But if you have any comments or anything about what we talked about, leave it in the comment section. This is episode 2 of HipHopcrasy. Nobody has actually submitted any music this episode, but hey, if you're watching this on a past broadcast, go ahead, leave your music in the DMs in my Facebook. We're doing it for free, so next episode, if you put it in there, we will review it the next episode. We do this every Sunday morning around 12 to 1 o'clock, somewhere around in that area. And if like, hey, if you're interested in getting your music reviewed, go ahead and put it in the inbox and we'll check it out next episode. But most important question is, what is your thoughts on this whole thing? Everything we talked about, everything like that, whatnot. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching our podcast, HipHopcrasy, episode 2. Episode 3 will come out next Sunday, right around this time. And until next time, I holla next time on Black TV. Hit that like button, nigga.